everyone, and welcome to Growth Hacks and Marketing Chats. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Abby. And we have, for the last 10 episodes, been going over every single chapter in our Marketing Alchemy Unlocked Mind-Blowing Strategies from Merry MarketWise Marketing Workbook. And we are finally on the very last chapter, which is simply just the final thoughts and just kind of going over the journey that we took here and what things that you kind of found out about your business and about like what you need to do, and just like the journey that you've taken over these last 9 chapters, basically, in being able to create your marketing plan.
When we decided to write this book, Marketing Alchemy Unlocked, it was just came from working with a lot of clients over the past few years who use the term marketing but don't really understand what it is, what they're paying for, and what they should expect from it. And we just decided, hey, let's sit down, let's kind of simplify it in a fun way, and so that smaller businesses can smaller, medium-sized business can kind of understand what it's all about, and what, even if you hire someone to do your marketing, you need to understand what they're giving you and whether it's of value.
Mm-hmm.
And so this takes you through kind of the steps. Like when we are going to go into a new client, these are the things we do. These are the things we look at, and try to go through and figure out for our clients. Sometimes we make a marketing plan for them. And in order to do that, we need all of these steps. So that's what this book was about. And an easy way that at the end, if you have filled out each of the sections, you actually have your very first plan, your very first, what is a marketing plan that can cost thousands of dollars for someone to come in and do that for your business. So right now you should be pretty proud of yourselves if you've followed the different steps. That you have a place to go to follow in this year coming, or whenever you're watching this and filling this out, that you have a plan that you can follow, the initial plan, and what areas you're going to place money in, and how your employees are going to treat your customers, and all of the different aspects. And if you haven't been setting markers and understanding a customer value and a lifetime value and churn rates and return on investment and all these terms that we throw around daily, we throw around daily, that now you understand and have and can quantify for yourselves in your business.
Yeah, I mean, I think like she said, a big reason we did this was to kind of create a more an easier way for people to grasp what it is, what marketing is, and what the purpose of marketing is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, really, marketing is such an important part of your business. It's one of the most important parts, and just like your sales team is. The better your sales team, the more sales you'll get. But the better your marketing is, the more range you have, the more that your company gets seen, gets heard, gets people to come in and knock on your door and say, I want this product, I want this service. And we just really wanted to create something that was like actually tangible and actually like worked in favor of you to sit down and do it yourself. Because even we have, we've, like she said, we've gone into so many meetings with people talking about stuff like this, and the amount of times we ask, like, what is your budget? Like, what are you kind of looking at? They don't know. They don't know what their budget is. They want us to tell them how much it might be, and then they make a decision off of that. But without any evidence to say that, like, what are you already doing? Like, it is important for you to hire a team, hire a person, hire people to do your marketing, but it is important for you as a business owner to know all of this information yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you sat down with your team, if you have a team, if you don't, if you sit down with yourself, if you're a solopreneur, that's fine. But if you have a team, you sit down with them and you work with them to fill out this book, because, you know, there's a lot of really intense pieces that you can put into a marketing workbook, or sorry, into a marketing plan. And this is more like, what is it that you want to do? Why is it that you want to do that? And what do you think you're going to gain from it? Basically.
So in other words, a lot of people confuse, which we hit on it because we have a section in here on sales, but a lot of people confuse sales and marketing and think that marketing in and of itself is going to bring in a whole bunch of new people. And you can spend a lot of money on sales and put a lot of effort into sales, and that's fine. And just have a whole bunch of people out there trying to sell your business. And a lot of times when you do that, you'll be thinking about marketing and what that means. If your marketing is on point, then your sales team will be on fire. I don't know if that is if I'm relaying that in the right way. But if all you have is sales, they're going to struggle. But if you have a clear-cut marketing plan, then your sales team is just going to flourish. Yeah. Because you've figured out why you're different from your competitors. You've created a situation where your customers are happy with the products you're selling. You know, it just makes your sales team have a really easy job. If you don't have a clear marketing plan put in place, then you have a sales team that's struggling, and that's just almost a guarantee. So, and remember, so when you have your marketing plan filled out and ready, and you have all the pieces together, then your sales team will have an easier time. That the whole process, your customer service team will have an easier time. You having a product or service that you're trying to get into the hands of the people who need it the most, you'll have an easier time because you go through this process. That is why you should spend money on marketing and in your marketing. And if you can afford it, hire a marketing team that can just make this, you do what you do better, which is running your business, and allow marketers to market and to go through these stages and to help to unearth, you know, what's the beauty of the business that you're in. And how can you do that better? How can you service your customers better? Are there some things that we can do to make the lifetime value of your customer stretch longer? And can we get more people to think be raving fans for your business? You know, that's the purpose of this. That's why we went through this. And then when you hire marketers, whatever marketers you hire, so many times people are hiring people and they're spending a lot of money and they're not seeing the results. And business owners don't understand why. They think that that's just a wasted amount of money. Well, it's because you don't have the right marketers. And by understanding these different principles, when someone comes in and you're ready to hire someone, you're going to be able to hire the right people because you're going to understand what you're looking at, or at least get rid of them if you're not getting what you want, you know, in a efficient way, like, so you're not wasting a whole bunch of money. Because I guarantee you there's people running around doing marketing that really they themselves don't understand it. And we run into that quite a bit with people saying, oh, I hired them and nothing happened. Mm-hmm. So it's important for you to understand what you're looking at, what it means, what's going on, and to just make your business better. And in this world, you need to be better than your competitors, and that way you're on top of the pile, right? So that's what this was about.
Yeah, I mean, this is really a tool for business owners who are honestly looking for a marketing person or a marketing team to hire, because she's right. So many people we've talked to have said, I've hired somebody, but it didn't work out. Nothing worked. It didn't show me any results. And while a lot of that is it can be true, and I don't know what those people had promised them, but if you also hired these people without yourself having a clear idea of what it is that you're hoping to get out of it, and what you like kind of needs to happen, then I don't know what it was that you were expecting, because this is a great way. This is inexpensive. This is why we made a book that was easy to grasp, inexpensive, and then we put it on a podcast and a YouTube video so that you could sit here and do it yourself, do the hardest part yourself, basically, so for your understanding of what it is that your business needs. That way, when you go into a meeting with somebody who is either a meeting or an interview with somebody who is either going to be your in-house marketing person or your, what is it called when you come from the outside? Just like your outside marketing people?
Yeah. Contracted marketers.
Okay. Your in-house marketing people or your contracted marketing people, you can tell them, this is kind of this is the trends that we've seen. This is kind of what we're working with. And then the people who do this all the time will take that information and then they will be able to do a better job at creating a campaign for you. Otherwise, you're just basically you're starting from scratch. You hire a team and you're starting from scratch. They're starting from scratch because they don't know what your trends are. They only know what you're able to tell them. Like, this is just a great way for you to be in it. And because the more that you're in this part of it, because this, like we've said before, marketing is all about touch points. Sales is all about bringing in clients and customers and all of that. And marketing is about touch points and getting yourself seen and figuring out the best ways to talk to people and the people to go after and the places to go after them.
And to giving the salespeople the tools they need to be successful at what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's marketing is everything, including teaching your employees how to be in your business, how to be in terms of what you want them to be and how they can be focused on the customer at all times. I mean, it's nice when you're an owner and you can just walk away and know that the customer is going to be handled in the way that you would handle them because your employees understand what they're supposed to be doing. It's so much. And it's, I know this is what we do for a living, so we're pretty passionate about it, but it's extremely important. And anytime a business owner says, I've spent money on marketing and it doesn't work, I don't know even what that means. Of course it works. If it didn't work, companies like Coca-Cola and Amazon and, all these big companies wouldn't have marketing departments. It works if you do it correctly, you understand what it's supposed to do, and you're able to understand it as a business owner from your perspective. So I hope that, when we didn't write it and we use, extremely crazy, colorful language, we wrote it in a way that just, I hope it took the sting out of it and made it less scary.
Yeah. It should make it feel like a journey, like you're taking on something, but it's the journey that matters, and then eventually you'll get to your destination instead of being so stressed about trying to get to that destination. That's what this was supposed to do for people, and that's what we hope that it did do for people. And the addition of this podcast and of these YouTube videos, that's what we're hoping that all of this kind of did for people who wanted to attempt this on their own. Because the more you are in your business, the more, even if you have a team, you have a person working on this, the more that you understand what you're doing, the better you're gonna feel and the better outcome it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So we thank you guys for being on this journey with us, and we hope that you got a lot out of this. And, even though we're done, talking about the marketing workbook on our podcasts, we are going to have many more podcast episodes to come. But as of now, season 1 of Growth Hacks and Marketing Chats is coming to an end. If you have taken on this journey, and you want to take on this journey, be sure to get a copy of our workbook on Amazon. The link will be in the description below. And try it out for yourself. Follow along while you listen to this podcast, while you watch our YouTube videos, while you read this for yourself. Follow along and try to fill these out. The sooner you start, the faster it'll get done, and the quicker you'll be able to really start implementing these ideas that you have come up with. If you at any point have any questions or you get stuck, you are more than able to DM us on Instagram or Facebook or really anywhere. You can DM us, you can email us, and you can
call us. We also have
a phone number. I forgot about that.
We'll cut to the chase to give us a call.
Yeah, and we will be more than happy to help you and help guide you in on this journey as well. So I want to thank you all so much, and please share, follow our wherever you're listening to this podcast or our YouTube channel or both. And if you've enjoyed this, if you think other people could get a lot out of this, then please share this podcast on your Instagram stories and tag us in it. It's at ethosbs on Instagram. And, we would love to see what you guys all have to say. Please leave us reviews. Let us know how we're doing, if we could do anything differently. Let us know things that you guys want to hear, in future podcast episodes. And
we've had a lot of fun doing this. So
yes.
we hope you got a lot out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great one.